Fife, there are few experiences worse than the feeling of a derby defeat in the days that have followed Sunday's result. What's the feeling been like here at the club and especially at board level?
It's crushing for everyone throughout the club, that's for sure. Especially on it's a classic, I think, a classic up and down week in football. We have the 5-0 cup win on the Tuesday. We have Lee joining us, we have Richie coming back, everyone's in and up. We have to go to Tynecastle, which is never a favourite of ours to go to, and experience just a crushing defeat like that, crushing in terms of what it means for everyone. And you lose that momentum that we were building up last week. So it's been a horrible week, one that we've had to pick everyone up. It's been a week of a lot of supporter engagement. Obviously, there's a lot of angry and frustrated supporters out there that, you know, I've been saying to them, we share exactly the same frustrations. We don't want to get beat by anyone, let alone going to Tynecastle and getting beat. So it's been tough, but we need to look forward to the next game against Aberdeen and start climbing up the table.
See, the prophets of doom have been circling around the stadium. 3 SPL defeats in a row has led to some sections of the fan base obviously questioning the merits of the manager. What's the board's sort of take on the situation at present?
The board's take is, as it has been, we're right behind the manager. We've given him a lot of support throughout the transfer window. We give him a lot of support with the new structure, and we want him and the team, and we believe they will, climb that table and progress in the cups. As I said, the 2 last signings came in just the end of last week. Both got onto the pitch and both played in the game on Saturday. This is a team still bedding in. We need to bed in very, very quickly. We need to get results on the park.
Are you surprised by the kind of boom and bust nature of modern football in terms of 3 defeats and suddenly people are talking about changes in the manager's office or, you know, changes elsewhere in the club?
I'm not surprised by it because it's the nature of and the speed of which football works. It's seen not just in this club but around clubs in the UK and in Europe. So we're not surprised by it, but we are here to provide as steady a ship as possible, and we all need to rally around and get behind the manager.
So the transfer window closed earlier on in the week, and it was a fairly hectic and productive time for the club overall in the weeks preceding the closure. Yep. How pleased were you as managing director with the business that we did?
Delighted. I think we've brought in some real talent, and we've brought players like Richie back. We've got Guy and Ivan with some experience. We've got some exciting talent up from England and on loans. I think the squad is well balanced, and Scott will go into it in more depth with his interview after this.
In terms of, we mentioned the amount of activity, is there going to be a bedding in period, do you feel, in terms of players assimilating into Hibernian life?
Inevitably with new players they need time to gel. However, the position we're in, we don't have that time. We need to start winning games, and that's what we're all focused on.
Obviously we posted a story on the official website on the night of the final day of the transfer window. We didn't mention about Adam Mitter, the defender. What's the full explanation behind that?
Full explanation is it's a classic social media current in terms of the kind of world we live in just now. Mitter on Twitter, I think it's been known as Twittergate. The player himself is joining the academy. He's a youth player. There's been lots of players coming in and out of the academy, and we just don't talk about or publicise any of that. And that's the same as with this one. So he has joined the club, but it's as an academy player.
Obviously, all eyes now on the next fixture. It's not a competitive fixture, but it's perhaps a chance for everybody associated with the club to celebrate Hibernian and celebrate the career of Ian Murray. What's your take on the Testimonial match this Sunday?
I think the committee have done fantastically well in pulling together a very interesting and superb collection of Hibs heroes, with Vieira and Perez coming along. There's some real interest in seeing how these guys, with Nid being such a big Arsenal fan, he's just so delighted and touched that they are making the effort to come. And it is one of these days that the Hibernian family can get together, put aside the current travails in the league, and just come together for a fun day out. It's a great day out that is strange for the guys that work in the club, in that it's not our game, it's a Testimonial committee's game. We're just facilitating the stadium for them. For instance, the directors will all be paying their way at the gate, sitting on the terracing with everyone else, the ones that aren't working. So it's a different day, but it's a fun day, and I hope as many people come and support our current captain and one of the legends of the club that's still playing in the team.
To what extent do you feel that the gathering, the Hibernian family gathering, will help to restore the feel-good factor here at the club, to make people remember how good the team has been in the past and how good we can be as a club in the future.
Yeah, I mean that's the point. I mean, we will see and remember a lot of the old faces that have graced Easter Road turf over the years, and it will rekindle memories and it will give us confidence, I think, moving forward from here, that we can be and will be great once more.
And obviously, just in terms of the impact that Gary O'Connor, we mentioned him earlier on in the interview, the impact he's made since his return to Easter Road, how pleased have you been with him?
I'm delighted. I mean, he's at the moment he's a goal machine. I don't know, he's at 4 out of 6 games or something now. He's so hungry. He's getting better every game as well, and that hunger is demonstrated in training at the training centre. When you meet him when you meet him in the club, he's just so happy to be here, and I think that happiness is reflected in his in performances and goal ratio at the moment. And long may that continue. We're looking for him to score as many as he can.
About supporter engagement, you've obviously launched various online questionnaires to glean and ascertain the opinions and viewpoints of our support. What's the latest on that situation?
We're waiting on the feedback from the research company. I've had a lot of correspondence direct to myself, which has been fantastic, and I thank all the supporters for taking the time to write in. There's some common themes and why people aren't coming back, or what ideas they want to see moving forward, and we'll start working on those straight away. Everyone wants to see a winning team in the park, and we all know that is what will bring the season ticket members back, and it will bring more supporters into our fantastic stadium. But I can't underestimate how grateful we are, and I can't underestimate how much impact the feedback will have as we move forward.
Obviously, this is an opportunity for the board to interact directly with the supporters. What would be your message to the fans during what has been quite a challenging few weeks and ultimately quite a disappointing few results?
My key message is, as Scott said in the past, believe. We have got a great manager, we have got a great set of players. Results will pick up. We all need to get behind the team and the manager. We are as frustrated, and that's from the board through to the staff, through to the manager, through to the players, as all the supporters are at results. But we do have faith and belief that this manager and these players will get us out of the current situation we are in the league. So get behind the team, support the team, and be part of the Hibernian family. The consistent message that we always promote.